amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're doing something completely freaking different. It's not music related, it is a completely random, but my good friend Judd has said that this is something I should react to. He said I'd really enjoy it. He said it's something of like a I don't know, coming of age? I don't even know, what's the word? Like a rite, a routine, something. It's something that all reaction channels should react to. It's like the video that every reaction channel should react to, and I haven't checked it out myself. So my good friend Judd, if you don't know him, he's a Twitch streamer. He's absolutely amazing. He plays on NoPix all the time. Fantastic guy. I'll leave a link to his Twitch channel in the description. He said I should definitely check this out. If I'm a reaction channel, this reaction should be on it. And honestly, it sounds kind of interesting. It does. I've heard it's awesome. Came out 6 years ago. It's called The History of the Entire World, I guess. The I guess part, it makes me a bit skeptical. I don't know why that's there at the end. Sounds like a flipping Betty from ReZero, so this is going to be interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to stop talking. If there's any other videos like this you guys would like me to react to, put your recommendations in that comment section down below. Other than that, go grab your popcorn, get comfy, like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. We're so close to 400,000. We are so close. Press that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to History of the Entire World, I guess.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you.
How did this happen?
A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere, you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
What the hell is this? Did the writers of Rick and Morty write this? What the hell is this?
Forget this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of?
Quarks and stuff.
Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together.
It's a star.
New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit.
Space dust.
Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into.
Even crazier space dust.
So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is now... Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert.
That's land.
There's life in the ocean.
I have no idea if this reaction is going to be good. I'm literally just sitting here... What happened with that? Bro, it needs to chill, man. It needs to chill. Should I be taking notes? What the hell? Was this made for like a class project or something? Okay. I'll tell you right now, I'm retaining none of this. This is what the... protons, neutrons, and electrons, and gas, and gravity, and a ball. And boom. I think that's about it, right? That sums up the last 2.5 minutes.
What?
Something's alive in the ocean.
Oh cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever.
Right.
Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean?
Now you can eat sunlight.
Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food.
Taste the sun.
Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm and some other types of weird strange water bugs and strange fish.
It's the Cambrian explosion.
Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay.
Not anymore, there's a blanket.
Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to
Have babies.
learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the egg. Works for me.
Bye bye, ocean.
And now everything's huge.
Okay.
Including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh fuck, now everything's dead. Just kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart, don't worry
Wait,
about
what
it.
happened to the other two? Are we just ignoring the other two? What? I don't understand. I would actually like to know. What happened to the other two? Ah, forget it, whatever.
It does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
And the dinosaurs are gone.
We saw nothing of the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were on the planet for millions of years. We just skip over them. Dinosaurs here, bang, dinosaurs gone. I don't understand. That seems like a big part of the planet's history.
It's mammal time. Here come the mammals. Look
Okay.
at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk.
That's
no,
you.
like walk like
That's
that.
you. And you grab the wrong things all the time. Jesus, put it down. Just let go of it. Leave it alone for at least 3 days, man.
And grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Knirsch, which can mean different things.
That's a human.
You know what I find crazy? This is called the history of the entire world, I guess. We're 4 minutes in. This video is 20 minutes long. We're already on like minus 200,000 years. I feel like there's a lot of time not dedicated to this part.
And now they're everywhere. Almost.
Ice Age.
What? You can walk over here? Cool.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers. And the animals are helping.
Guess what happens next?
More
Was
food.
that the sheep sound from Age of Empires?
And more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power.
Society.
Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed.
He's
Why
not
is-
wrong, by the way. A lot of previous major cities were built up around rivers. I mean, look at England, for example. London, literally river going straight through the River Thames. And then if you... Or they were coastal cities. Like, is it York? Can't remember. Like, there's a couple of old cities like York, and there was another one. And yeah, they're usually built around rivers for trading reasons, right?
Why is all
And
my
farming
metal so
reasons.
lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing
Bronze.
made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
Egypt.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also,
China.
and did I
Also
mention
China.
Is River Valley civilization.
What's that? It was Indus.
Nordichico.
the Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses.
Greeks.
Ah, look, it must be the Greeks, or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley civilization. They're gone. Guess who's not gone?
China. New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff.
You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse.
Now the Phoenicians can get down to business.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel.
And they believe in God.
Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median.
It's the Persian Empire.
Wow.
What the fuck is going on? I swear I don't know what's happening. Let's take a moment. Persian Empire. That's where we are. Alright, so I'm guessing the Crusades are coming up soon then, right? Okay. My history knowledge, I would say, is about bang average. As in, I know history. That's about it. But I feel like if I was quizzed on dates and times or anything like that, I'd fail. But I could have a conversation about different empires and stuff. I mean, it's It's a guy thing, right? Guys, we just love freaking history. We all have like a base history knowledge thing. And the only reason I'm saying it's a guy thing is because of whenever I talk to my wife or anyone about that, she could not give a crap. I'd be like, you want to hear about the Roman Empire? Nope. She don't want to hear about the Roman Empire. She don't care about no damn Romans.
That's big. The Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. The Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. Yeah. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye.
Time to conquer all of India, or most of India.
But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings?
Merchants, probably. And they've got spices.
Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies. Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city.
The Mongolians!
Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired.
I'm confused. The Romans also conquered England. Only the south. They didn't conquer Scotland. But, that wasn't on the map.
People invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a
Brand new road to the world.
The Silk Road.
Or you can
Get their own water.
Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together.
China's whole again.
That's good.
Then it broke again.
That's bad.
Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels,
Hell yeah, now we got business.
said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering...
Is loving Jesus legal yet?
No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main...
Rival.
Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall.
It's the golden age of India.
There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra. The first. Guess who's in Rome?
Barbarians.
What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name.
The Mayans have figured out the stars.
Oh, and here's a huge...
There's actually like a million things on here I did not know. like the continents and everyone breaking up. Like you didn't know. Like the thing is, even if you go back like 100 years, there was different countries and different names and different regions that were set up before World War II that are gone now. Like in Eastern Europe as well. And it's crazy how much changes. And the thing is as well, if you think about how much has changed just in the last 150 years, doesn't it make you wonder how much is going to change in the next 150 years? And even though we're in one of the most unstable like situations in the world right now with things going on around the world, we're ironically also in one of the most stable situations in the world where we have complete civilization and a massive lack of war in terms of like a global scale. Which is also really interesting. The countries and worlds are mainly more focused on like just living. It's intriguing because that basically what that implies is in 150 years not much should change. We might be in a situation where not much changes for a long time now.
City, population, everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gok
I
Turks.
wonder if the next war will be fought in space. Oh, I didn't play.
How's India? Broken. How's China?
Back together.
Yay! Go
How's
China!
those
Back
trading
together.
kingdoms?
Bigger and there's more of them.
Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom, it's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's...
New kingdoms all over Europe.
I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom.
Moors.
In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the
Islamic golden age
rich. Let's bring stuff to the
Okay.
coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't
Of
know.
course, that's how Not France was formed. I always wondered how Not France was formed. Now it makes sense. How long ago was this? Ah, there you go.
Much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready.
I guess they weren't Vikings. They did a lot of Viking behavior though.
To make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
The Holy Roman Empire. Germany used to be called the Holy Roman. What? What? Really? Jesus. All
Which
right.
brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's the Seljuk Turks.
Said
Wait, William the Conqueror. What? 1066? Is that when that happened?
the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade.
Crusade.
They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans.
Hello, Toltecs.
Goodbye, Toltecs.
Hello, Mississippi.
Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time. Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the
The
Mongol.
Mongol Empire history is so damn fascinating in its own right. It's crazy when you think that all this is going on. That this is actually like just a fast forward video of the history of the world, right? And yet there is so much on this list which is like so intricate and massively detailed that it would take there's no lifetime they could go into this information. What I simply mean by that is the Mongolian Empire. The history of the Mongolian Empire is so freaking fascinating. Like with Genghis Khan and all his flipping children. It's like so interesting, and the wars that fought there and the taking of the world. The same with the history of Alexander the Great as well. Like the amount of just like and the Chinese Empire the history there is incredible too. And that's what I mean. You have so much unbelievable history in the world that this video just like glossing over it is crazy how much detail we have here, and yet you'd need like months to learn all of like just like something that's glossed over in a second. The Mongolian Empire here, and now they're gone. Like that just like that is done. I love it.
Invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time.
What the hell's Tonga?
I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there.
Did the Tonga Empire just decide to colonize in the Pacific Ocean? Why? Of all the places to colonize, the Tonga Empire was like, let's colonize the Pacific Ocean. Jesus, all right. I bet I'd like to know more about that. How much of a nightmare must that have been?
I just found out where the
Weather
Swahili
and
gets all their
sharks
gold.
and everything.
Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there. Right in the middle of... The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later.
So that's where not Spain is. Of course. I always wondered. Everyone says Spain and not Spain. I never understood. I always thought not Spain was near not France.
To see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died.
Spanish Inquisition.
China's back,
Ah,
yay!
Black Plague.
Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer, let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless.
Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers
Actually, a transcript of the full conversation. It's true. That's true, by the way.
more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam.
I always thought the UK had a lot of hand in that, but it turns out it was Spain. Bloody Spanish, man. You guys need to calm down with your pillaging. You put the Vikings to shame.
We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1. Can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2. Steal the spice trade.
It was true. It was in the search of beaver. That was true. That's why everyone went there, in the search of some good beaver.
It's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world, more specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses?
It's so true. The fucking colonization, or like, well, not colonization, but you know what I mean. Like, just sent the British and Australian history is so interesting, especially, and it's even more interesting considering, I'd say, as an English person, we have the most in common with Australians. Like, I'd say, like, Australian humor and English humor very similar. Australians and English people very similar. I'd definitely say, which is crazy considering how different the countries are. Our country is the polar opposite of Australia, and yeah, I'd say people-wise, British people and Australian people just like that. But yeah, and then of course, my American brothers and sisters.
Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You could make a religion. No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island.
But he came back.
Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make
Many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast.
Then they invent some trains, and conquer India and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try
Did anyone know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that all this stuff with China and Britain. What the hell?
So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the
Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now.
That's just where he lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
Technology is about to go crazy.
Alright.
The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest.
They never got Ethiopia.
Britain and France are still hungry.
They never got Thailand.
The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more.
Hawaii, Cuba.
Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the middle.
Wait, was the Panama...
To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal.
Wait. Is the Panama Canal man-made? What? Oh, I never knew that.
Connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil.
You wouldn't, considering my my previous job was actually in, I don't want to say too much, but I worked in the oceanic industry. Interesting. I never knew that.
It makes cars go.
China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's gonna be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same.
Communism.
That story is so overlooked as well. I did like an entire semester in freaking secondary school about that like the Russian government being overthrown, and it's so interesting. Like the story of the train going to the front lines, and then the train getting stopped on the way back, and everything. It's such an interesting story.
In the Soviet Union,
The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the
Jewish people a place to live.
Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire.
Except Turkey, Turkey makes a brand new Turkey.
And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Sure.
Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The
Sounds
economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model, and he's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they raped Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea, but he kills himself before they could explain it to him.
Yeah, they did. They tried to explain it to him. Unfortunately, the dude was a delusional fucking nutjob. So the explanation, as simple as it was, clearly lost on him.
World War II.
Bonus round, Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight. Finish him. Let's unite all the nations and have some
World peace.
Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
Psych, they both get angrier.
Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on
Is that story? Interesting.
pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, the glossing over is crazy. South Africa may need another minute to think about it. Oh my god. You see what I mean? Look how much has happened in the last 100 years. Crazy.
Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
Well, that might be the weirdest reaction I've ever recorded ever on this channel. Thanks, Judd, for the recommendation. So what is this? Okay. So what the hell, man? How did this guy make this video? I feel like at no one point was there a moment to chill. Even the intermission was like a second long. Things happened. People went to war. It was bad, and the end. I love how Joy is amazing. This entire video, this is the history of Earth, right? And if you go, this is the history of the last 200,000 years. That's the history of everything before then. This video, 20 minutes long. 3 minutes. This bit, 17 minutes this bit. Which just goes to show the massive amount of information and development in the last few years. But what it also goes to show, and the reason for this is fairly obvious, we only started fully documenting and having evidence of this bit, right? we can pretty much tell you everything that happened over the last 300 years, right? Or 500 years, 1,000 years, right? We have a lot of information. We can tell everybody everything that happened in that period. But everything before that period is like, he says, he says. All the way back. Evidence, and like fossils and remains and that sort of stuff. And there's so much history on the planet that we just don't know, that we're just guessing and finding and establishing scientific evidence of what happened here, that in terms of information, we don't have enough. We have probably the same amount of information and knowledge over a 10-year period of the last 1,000 years that we do of the entire lifespan of the Earth beforehand, which is literally insane when you really think about it, considering what a small window humanity has been on Earth for, as what giant window the Earth's actually been here for. And it's also interesting when you look at the science behind previous civilizations and how easy it would be over a small period of time for there to actually be previous civilizations on Earth. And for their complete knowledge and existence to be completely wiped out when you consider how many millions of years we've been here. It's very interesting. The video is done very well, very enjoyable. I just kind of feel like I've, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, the Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory movie, when they go through the tunnel and it's all like, blah, 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 blah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory tunnel. That's what I feel like right now. That's what I feel like. Oh man, there was a lot of stuff in here I didn't know though. The forming of all the religious stuff and the times and dates around that as well is completely alien to me. The formation of different countries as well. It's interesting because I always knew England technically owned a third of the world at some point, but I didn't realize how recent that was. In my head, for some reason, that was established ages and ages ago, but it wasn't. It was quite a short reign. But then again, another thing that's really interesting is how much, it was always a short reign. How many countries actually owned massive portions of the world that they no longer do. From like Italy to Greece, to the Mongolian Empire to flipping England, all these countries that own such giant portions of the world, and how short their reign was over those. It's interesting. It never lasted, no matter what they tried. And it's simply put is because if you invade a country, the original people there will always not want you running their country. So it works. Anyway, did you guys like this video? I know this is a bit of a weird reaction. I don't really know what to do with a video like this. So I don't know. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If there's any other videos like this you'd like me to react to, if stuff like this is something you enjoyed, let me know. Put your recommendations in that comment section down below. Let me know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Have yourself an amazing holiday season. A merry holidays to all of you. And a Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. Anyway, love you, wonderful people, and as always, you will see me in the next video.